So it was been divided that Satya and Agraha. Sometimes the meaning comes that what do you mean by Satya and what do you mean by Agraha? So Satya means truth and Agraha means holding fast or adherence, is it? So here the thing is that yes, here so Gandhi was influenced by the writing of Tolstoy and Thoreau. That Thoreau is also a very you can get it in the critics part when if you take English literature, that he was been greatly influenced by the writings of Tolstoy and Thoreau. Tolstoy and Thoreau. Okay. Then, Gandhi's activities in South Africa transformed into a mature and idealist leader with the impression he returned to India in 1915. Very important question that when he returned to India, that is, Gandhi returned because he was before 1915, he was in South Africa. He was in South Africa, and after that, 1915 means in 1915 he returned to India and then he started the revolution again. So he came to India in 1915, very important question, and he had to be actively involved and become successful in solving the three local disputes. Main disputes were local disputes, means basically on the peasant revolt which has been taking place in the interior part, like in Bihar, in Gujarat. Okay, so there in especially in Champaram in Bihar, the opium the production of opium and all, it was been taking place. So actually basically the dispute was the local dispute, means here the dispute between the peasants and the zamindari system that was been taking place. So he came there and he became successful in solving this problems. That what are that was been taking place in Champaram, that is in North Bihar, Kheda and Ahmedabad during 1917 and 18, which recognized him as an influential political leader. So immediately when he came to India, he did not start the freedom movement and all, something like that. He started taking part in those important local disputes, and he also became successful in resolving all those problems. And then later only he then became a very influential leader. People loved him, and then the role means it has been taken place. So yeah, that is, what are the things? What are the disputes? In Champaram, he took up the causes of peasants against landlords. That what I told you. That the main problem was that the peasant and the problem between the peasants and zamindar. Okay, and so he took up the cause of peasants against landlords in Kheda, that of farmers against the collection of land revenue when their crops fail, and in Ahmedabad, that of mill workers against the mill owners. So these were all the issues that in Ahmedabad the problem was because of the mill owners, between the mill owners and the mill workers, and in what is the Champaram, it was between because of the land revenue. Okay, problem. So in every case, the real force working under Gandhi was a mass participation. So, and we know that when the First World War took place, in 1914, and then the Congress gave ample demonstration of loyalty. Mahatma Gandhi showed great enthusiasm and urged the Gujarat peasants to join in the army. So these all things. Then we will go to the main part, that we will shift to Rowlatt Act. Very, very important. 1919, that was the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, and where the knighthood or Rabindranath Tagore denounced his knighthood title, and where many people lost their lives in that massacre. So all these things we will describe, but it's very important. Rowlatt Act 1919. When Rowlatt Act took place? Rowlatt Act took place in 1919. Very important. In 1917, Governor General Lord Chelmsford appointed a committee under the chairmanship of Justice Sidney Rowlatt to investigate into nature and extent of revolutionary activities, and to suggest legislation if necessary to deal with them effectively. On the basis, the government passed the Rowlatt Act in 1919. So, what is Rowlatt Act if it comes? That is, it was under the chairmanship of Justice Sidney Rowlatt that to investigate the nature and extent of the revolutionary activities. That was Rowlatt Act in 1919. And this act authorized the government. Very important. That what do you mean by this act? For definition, it comes. The act authorized to government to imprison any person without trial and conviction in a court of law. This act came as a rude shock to Indians. So, that is, it's authorized. What is the main objective of this act? It was that to authorize the government to imprison any person without trial and conviction in a court of law. Means as people were very violent, people were aggressive, there was a huge participation in the revolution. So, the government decided to take a step into that to control that revolution, and then they started that. So that is an important one question, that is Rowlatt Act 1919. And next is Satyagraha or Non-Violence Movement 1919. So in the same way, 1919, when Rowlatt Act was taking place, what were the movement that taking place, non-violence movement and all, it was been. So as we know that Gandhi always propagated non-violence. He was not like Subhash Chandra Bose, and there was a huge, I won't go on explaining that again, but there was a huge, we can say different idol between Mahatma Gandhi and Subhash Chandra Bose, and therefore because of the perspective difference also many problems took place. We want to go on explaining that things now. In protest against the Rollout Act, Gandhi started the Satyagraha or the non-violence movement in 1919. Satyagraha, according to Gandhi, was a religious movement. Very important. It was a religious movement, a process of purification and penance. So sometime the question may come that what was, according to Gandhi, what Satyagraha means. It means it was a religious movement, a process of purifications and penance. The moment, very important, the moment was launched on April 6, 1919. So, with the day of Hartal when business was to be suspended and the people were to fast and pray. So, business were being stopped for that day and people were doing fast. As like in a Hindu religion, is it? We do fast in the special religious occasions. So that was the movement gradually became a mass movement. It projected Gandhi as an all India leader with an immense potential. So he was arrested but was soon set free. So there was an arrest. Arrest was been taking place like a very common thing for Gandhi. Okay, but that was the thing that we will come to know the Rollout Act. Rollout Act. And what was the main objective of Rollout Act? It was that to authorize the government to imprison any person without any trial in and conviction in a court of law. And another is that what was the Satyagraha first taken place in April 6, 1919, and it was means according to Gandhi it was a religious movement, a process of purification and penance. And what I told about 1919 Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Okay, very important. That April 13 when it was taken place. April 13. Just I am giving a hint that April 14 what happens. It happens like Bihu. It happens in Assam like Baisakhi, Pehla Baishakh. So remember that date and then it will become easy for you. So April 13, 1919. So the Jallianwala massacre within a week of Hartala, April 6. Main Satyagraha movement was taking place in April 6. But after that, April 13, under that, how Jallianwala, many people died. You just see the picture. You will get the idea. On April 10, Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu, two popular leaders of the province, were arrested and deported from Amritsar on April 13. Very important. A public meeting was held in Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar. General Dyer, who was in the command of the troops, took no steps to prevent it from being held. So, General Dyer, very important person he was also. So, under him only the massacre took place, and finally, how he was being he was a culprit, I will say. General Dyer, who was in the command, the troops took no steps to prevent it from being held. The meeting ground was enclosed on all sides by high walls and had no one narrow entrance. Under the orders of General, British troops mercilessly fired. This is so under the order of whom? Under the order of General. He was a very merciless person. Because he was controlling the troops, British troops. So under his order only, the British troops attacked the people, mercilessly fired on the unarmed and defenseless people. Hundreds of lives were lost and many more were wounded. So that was massacre. That is, many people were killed in that massacre. Many people were killed and many people were wounded as well. So under the leadership of General Dyer. Okay, so people were mercilessly killed. Martial law was proclaimed in Punjab. It was marked by indiscriminate arrest, confiscation of property, whipping, etc. The government appointed a committee of inquiry about Lord Hunter to prove the Punjab disturbance. So, therefore, now as a committee was set to solve this problem as well. So, who was there? Hunter. Dyer was removed from the active service by the British government. So, he has been suspended. Who was suspended? Dyer was suspended from that British government, and yes, but he was absolved from the guilt. A strong wave of discontent swept the country. Rabindranath Tagore, I told you that how he renounced his knighthood title, protect against the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So, to show the tribute, he renounced his knighthood. And the next we will discuss about the Khilafat movement. That is also one that as a result of the defeat of Turkey in the First World War, the influence of Khalifa was also greatly reduced. So the Muslims regarded the Sultan of Turkey as their Khalifa or spiritual head. So according to Muslim, what happened again? They considered the Sultan, Sultan of Turkey as their Khalifa or spiritual head. So they considered them as a spiritual head. So they became upset when they found that he would retain no control over his empire's holy places. So therefore, what happened? Even according to Muslims, not only the Muslims of Turkey, even the Muslims in India also felt that the Sultan, the main Sultan, they considered the Muslim considered him as a spiritual head. So they were also very upset when they realized that they would not have any control. They would not have any control over his empire's holy places. So the Muslim in India became an apprehensive at the fate of Khalifa and formed the Caliphate committee under the leadership of, very important, so that Khalifa Khilafat committee was also set up under the leadership of Maulana Shaukat Ali, Muhammad Ali. So, who was the leader? Means who was under the leadership of what? Under the leadership of whom? Khilafat committee took place. Maulana Shaukat Ali and Muhammad Ali. And what was his objective? His objective was the restoration of the Sultan of Turkey as Khalifa of Islam. Very important. So, for 1 mark, the question comes that who's under leadership? Maulana Shaukat Ali and Muhammad Ali. And his object was the restoration of the Sultan of Turkey as Khalifa. Gandhi decided to extend support to the Khilafat movement as he viewed it as a golden opportunity for bringing Muslims and Hindus together on the national front. He successfully persuaded the Khilafat committee to accept the non-violent non-cooperation movement as the only effective way to force the government to accept its demand. So now the Gandhi thought that this is a golden opportunity to bring Hindu and Muslim together. So therefore, he also supported that movement. Okay. So for today, this is enough, and then we'll continue in the next part.